Ladies and gentlemen, Dusty Gray!
Feels good when you do it, but it's also real weird. Hello, everybody. Delicious here. How are you? Happy Monday evening. We made it. It's been a busy couple weeks, but we're still here. Episode 44. I tell people we've done 44 of something, anything. And they're like, oh, man, I usually give up after like 6 or 7 attempts of whatever it is. And I'm like, no, we're 44 in and still going. No plans on stopping. We got another live show coming up. We've got all the things. We've got more champions crowned.
The show's middle-aged at this point.
The show is middle-aged, but also like in its prime. I was going to liken it to a boxer, but I couldn't think of one that I like as a human, so I just wasn't going to say that. But hello.
It's middle-aged, but feels like a teenager inside.
What do we say when we get to like episode 150?
I know, middle-aged is so advanced.
Centurion and a half?
I never
stage
think
of life?
like I had that far.
Well, think
Toddler,
about
like a sturdy toddler.
Yeah, like most humans don't live that long. So we'll have to stop likening it to a person or personality and more of like a celestial body, if you will.
That's true.
Which would be young at 150 years or whatever.
Like how that guy was a
higher.
planet in Guardians 2.
Exactly.
Kurt
like
Russell. We
Ego.
are Kurt Russell.
Ego. I mean, I would love to be Kurt Russell.
The show.
I could see that.
If I had to pick, somebody.
Did you guys watch the Santa Claus, Christmas Chronicles movies? Probably not, but they're
Sure
fantastic. Yeah, and he's a great Santa Claus.
He was fantastic.
Better than Tim Allen?
Very
Than
different.
Ed
Don't
Asner.
go there, Dusty.
Very different.
Oh,
No comment.
Last
How are you
night I
guys?
watched Best in Show for the first time.
Oh,
What'd you think?
That's-
Does it hold up?
one of
Oh,
the greatest.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it's incredible, especially at the number of times they showed a pug into it. But just going to see all the dogs, and yeah, no, of course it's good. And they had like Eugene Levy with his 2 left feet.
He's so
And
adorable.
it's all about the dog show. They were like, hold on, wait, there's something weird about this. And yeah, you have like Fred Willard and the other dude who, yeah.
Jason
haven't
Bateman.
seen- Yeah. If you haven't seen A Mighty Wind, I would check that out too. They do all their own singing, and the songs are really
Solid.
good. And there's
On the
I'm
list.
waiting for Guffman.
Also on the list for sure,
Nice.
for sure.
You know, this makes me think it might be time for another movies episode soon.
I think so. think so.
Not a bad
Should
idea.
we talk about-
We can ask more Celine Dion questions to Dusty's like
I mean,
Shivering.
look at his face.
Taylor, we were friends 30 seconds ago.
He's
Now,
exposed.
now it's on.
This is
Hey,
a friendship
I have a
for
question
about-
you.
we should.
I have
oh,
a question for everyone, please. What is this business? I still haven't watched last week's episode. What is this business about a police chase during the show?
Yeah, this would be a good transition point.
exciting.
Last week. That's
You know what? All of you should just go back and watch last week's episode. Get those-
relive the whole thing.
relive the
I
magic.
mean, I had no idea. I read about that. I thought, what is
It
going
started
on?
with sirens. It ended with helicopters. Total drama.
WJ,
Awesome.
I'm glad you're back because apparently I don't write any of the in-chat questions, but apparently the in-chat questions I was made to throw in. People thought I wrote them. I got a lot of hate. Glad you're back so that people like you better.
It's a thankless job.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
job.
As is
delivery,
as is my day job. My day job is people criticizing everything I do in time. Why shouldn't my hobby job be criticizing everything I do in time?
Good
Great
point.
point.
that's know your comfort zone. Know your comfort zone.
I just live in it. It's I live for the beating.
But hey, I wanted to also mention how last game was the closest game we've had yet ever. Period.
Really?
The game was won within 50 points.
It was intense.
Fern put up a huge fight. It was awesome.
Fern rocked that shit.
She was one of those, you're not quite sure at the beginning, and then that slow and steady just chipping away at that lead, and then bam, right on top, and then it was back and forth. Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Johnny's back. Going for
Yes,
two.
he's back.
Interesting.
Back
I
up.
can't wait.
Yeah, man. You guys ready? You guys
I'm
ready?
ready. I'm so ready.
I'm ready.
So
The
ready.
whole band back together.
Ready. Have a great show, everybody.
All right.
I'm excited.
Good show.
I think we need to incorporate that with regularity, Taylor. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Episode 44. A quick update. Real quick on our in-chat player rankings. I had to get to the right part on the spreadsheet so I can actually know what to talk about. Chelsea keeps on creeping up the charts, but John Berg is still holding on to that lead with 7. And good old Daniel, John's arch nemesis, not too far behind. Plenty of things, as I say, every game, anything can happen. So stick around. The chat questions will show up after rounds 1, 3, and 5. We make you watch the whole show if you want to earn those points. But you should do it because then you can come hang out with us and it's super fun. If you get 10 points total, you're on. So John, if you clinch all 3 tonight, come on back, buddy. If not, I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, thank you guys for playing in the chat. Have fun with that. And let's meet our contestants for this week. First, our returning contestant is a social insurance program expert. I'm still trying to get Sipe to catch on, but I don't think it will. By day and by night, he's maxing and relaxing, enjoying that post-vaccinated life. Same. Let's welcome back John Donovan. What's up, man?
Hey, Dusty. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm great. I'm still recovering from that win, which was a nail biter. Fern really did give me a run for my money. It was a good but tough game.
It was great. And what I loved about the game was it kind of touched on all the things. It was like really intense trivia, and then the silly part, and then the sing song. Like it was, there was a lot going on. So your brains were kind of pulled in all directions, and it was so close. But you pulled it out, man. Congratulations.
And there was one category I think I was very quiet in too. I was just playing the long game out there.
There's something to be said about strategy, right? Because it worked out for you.
Right.
Yeah. What have you been up to this week?
This week has just been average. I had Friday off as a federal holiday, which came as a surprise because it was announced Thursday afternoon. So
yeah,
you get told you have the day off. It was wonderful.
Perfect.
I had a nice 4-day weekend, but I go back to reality tomorrow. But this is a great way to end an awesome weekend. I had a great Father's Day too with my dad, and I was a father for the first time this year. I have a 9-month-old puppy.
Congratulations. This still counts. It still counts.
So it was a really nice weekend, nice day.
Very cool. Well, hopefully, maybe you'll go out on top, go back tomorrow to the office and be like, read this guy right here.
I hope so.
Well, best of luck. Thanks for joining us. Next, he's a singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas. Let's welcome on to the show for the very first time, Mr. Reid Umstattd. How are you, sir? Oh, I think you're muted. You are muted. Unmute. Abort.
Oh, you know what? This
Hey.
This laptop is like the buttons only work half the time. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. How are you?
I'm good, man. I didn't know that my bio could be so. I wish I could say that I was waxed, saxed, and vaxxed, or I can't remember what John said, but mine was not that interesting. I could expound.
Please, we'll wait.
That's pretty much it. I'm vaccinated and I'm ready for action.
Nice. How have you, being the first time we haven't talked before, what have you been up to through, you're a musician, right?
Yeah.
What have you been up to during COVID? Are you playing shows now? Are you getting out into the world? How's life in general?
I'm in Austin and it seems like it's starting to get back to normal. I do shows on my own as like the with my music, but I also am in a wedding band, and that has been like, just getting jacked to the max, like between all the people who are wanting to get married now and all the people who wanted to get married throughout the course of the pandemic. We're kind of doubled up. So it's like one of my friends said it's like drinking from a fire hose, which I'd never heard that saying before, but it kind of feels like that. Like, he didn't work for a year, and then all of a sudden it's like you're just thrust back into more work than you've ever had. So it's not really complaining, but I was at the beach last week, and that was nice to finally get a week to relax.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel that too, work wise. We it got slow right at the beginning and then crazy busy the rest of the year. And now it's like a combo of the real life things are coming back and we still have all of these virtual streams and events to support.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like everything coming together. And again, not complaining. I am 100% trying to take the month of July off though, just to like be ready, you know, recharge, spend some time with the fam while they're home for summer. And yeah, we'll do it. Awesome. I went to a show last week at Stubbs, man. Shaky Graves.
Oh, really?
Full capacity, no masks, everybody just rocking out. It was a little terrifying, but also super exciting.
So it felt okay after a little while. Did you kind of like forget that it had ever happened, or were you sort of feeling a little bit uncomfortable the whole time, or what?
I didn't necessarily feel uncomfortable the whole time. But it definitely didn't feel like, oh yeah, that was then, this is now. I was very much appreciative the whole time of like where we were and how far we come, and like we did this, we're coming out of the other side, and
definitely
it was great.
Yeah, the shows that I've played, that you have moments of all of that. Like for a while, at least for me, I'll forget that it ever happened, and I'll be like, oh, like where am I? Like I kind of feel like I've entered some sort of time vortex, and then I'll remember that it used to be like that. It used to be like pandemic times. And then I'm like, well, where's everybody's masks? Why is nobody wearing a mask? And then I kind of just cycle through all of that. And I never really kind of settle.
Yep. Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. Even going to the store or whatever, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm still wearing a mask 90% of the time. And it's, I don't know. We'll equalize eventually, I guess.
Yeah.
If someone coughs or sneezes now, I'm, oh,
yes. 100%. Even if my own kids, even if my own kids are with me and they just like take a sip of something wrong and start coughing, I'm like, they're going to throw you in a ditch somewhere. Like, be quiet. Well, thank you for joining us, Reid. And let's get our next contestant back on from good old episode 11. Oh, wait, no, I almost skipped Matthew. I'm so sorry. He is a recording engineer, musician, and DJ, originally from the UK, but now living in the US for the last 20 years. Let's welcome back on the show from episodes 10 and 11. It's Matthew Cullen. Come on down. Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. It's hot.
Right.
It's hot. It's
Yeah,
hot.
it's so hot. Just melting.
Miserable.
Do you use this guy? Do you dip it in cold water and put it on? And you just like always have comfort?
Occasionally, or it goes as like a sort of headband to stop running in my eyes.
Yeah, that's a pro move.
I've got the fan behind me, so like if I look like I'm in an 80s hair metal video, you know,
just
like
the locks
flying forwards. It's like the guitar solo time, you know. It's like but just trying to not be a sweaty mess on the show.
I definitely appreciate that. What have you been up to since Halloween? That was a while ago. Lots changed.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. It's like I did make a few records recently, like that sort of stuff started to come back a little bit. I mixed a bunch of stuff over the pandemic-y time. Single by this English band, The Temples.
Temples?
Yeah,
those guys are great.
Yeah, their last single, we did that, and
very cool.
This English comedian Matt Berry, he's like, doesn't Things We Do in the Shadows? It was like a
man, that guy's hilarious.
But they made an American TV show version of the movie.
Yeah,
but he also makes music, and let's mix 2 songs for him. I don't know, just trying to stay alive but enjoy my existence. You know what I mean? I feel like the same as everybody else, really. You know?
Absolutely. Did you find? Because I feel like in October we were still kind of swimming around and trying to stay afloat. Did you find that through last year were a lot of people self-recording stuff and then sending you like, here's all the files, can you make it sound as amazing as possible, and spitting that back out?
Yeah, it was like a gigantic mess for the most part.
Pulling out everybody's air conditioner in the background and stuff like that.
I feel like there's like a reason why you pay somebody to record you, but but this is me trying to be like whatever. But Yeah, there's a lot of it, and that's sort of, those things are starting to kind of come out now. Yeah, we'll see. There's like a bunch. I made a great record with my friend Lorcan O'Reilly that's going to be out shortly. Yeah, things. Try to keep busy, but
That's awesome.
it's
That's
hard.
good.
What have you been doing? It's like, I've been doing like nothing, but it's hard to say, really.
Yeah. Taylor, did you have something to share with us? No. Oh, okay. She's gone. All right. Well, thank you for coming back, Matthew. Back on again from episode 11 with Matthew, the Halloween episode. She's a stay-at-home mom to a 6-month-old baby boy, but she recently asked a barista at her local coffee shop if she was playing Tweeze by Slint, and she feels like she still got it. It's Ari. Come on down. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ari, maybe she's tending. Hey, there she is.
Here, thank you so much.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going well. I mean, yeah, I'm in New York and it's pretty like sticky outside, so I'm happy to just be home in the AC.
Yeah, how's that mama life?
It's good. I mean, I'm on basically like his sleep schedule is my life. So normally like I'm asleep by now, but like I wanted to come on tonight and like, rage on a Monday.
Oh.
Is she okay?
I don't know.
Is everything okay, Taylor?
I think she's caught like in a weird loop or something that we're not a part of. Hey, it's a live show, right? Like you can never doubt that. I feel you, Ari. Both kiddos, I stayed home with them for the first year or so, and still did some work and some things. But yeah, just once I completely submitted myself to their sleep schedule, like nap when they nap and whatever, it just changed my life. It's like, okay, totally. I can do this as long as like I'm getting that rest.
I napped in preparation, like around 4:00 with him. So like, I feel like more energized than I normally do. But yeah, I mean, everything's going well. We just moved like a month ago. We moved to a building where they used to make Gretsch guitars. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Are you in New York City proper, Manhattan, or?
We're in Williamsburg. We're in Brooklyn.
Ah, the old Willie B.
Yeah.
Nice. I miss it out there. I've got so many friends there and have run Brooklyn up and down many a times late night, and I miss getting out there.
Yeah, it's really coming back to life. My husband and I just bought tickets for 2 concerts for this fall, and we're just like so excited to actually hopefully see bands like in person. Yeah, so
absolutely. Slap some bands on the kiddo and out the door. Let's go.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for spending your precious time with us. I appreciate it. And if everybody's ready, you all got your signs? Let's see them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Oh, Reid, look at with the artwork and everything. Fantastic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a slow Monday.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let the games begin. My favorite thing is the awkward silence, and it's even more awkward in person. You're just like, everybody's staring at you and you're just being quiet, waiting for 10 seconds. It's only like 10 seconds. Anyway, here's how the game works as a quick reminder for you guys, as well as anybody and everybody watching later on or playing at home. We have 4 contestants going through 5 rounds altogether, 10 questions per round, and we'll be increasing in scores and increasing in stakes as we go. And at the end, we were playing for bragging rights, except for John, who's trying to walk into the office tomorrow with his head held high. So without further ado, let's get into round 1. Round 1 is entitled Cold Hard Facts. General music trivia, 44 episodes in a row. We've had the same style, same theme of episode 1s. Of episode 1? That's a whole other thing. Of round 1. So 100 points for every correct answer, 50 subtracted for every wrong answer. Here is question number 1. Featuring production work from Jack Antonoff, the advanced single Pay Your Way in Pain is a track from this artist's 6th album, Daddy's Home. Ari.
St. Vincent.
Yeah, St. Vincent. First on the board. Well done. It's funny. Some of these questions you can like throw a guess at the first part of the sentence, but when it says featuring production work from Jack Antonoff, that guy has just slathered himself all over everything. So you've got to wait. So I thought that was a smart way to start. Anyway, I digress. Number 2, the first full capacity concert in New York City was held last week, featuring appearances from Reid, going for it.
I fucked up.
Yeah,
I was ready, but it's Foo Fighters, but I think I'm wrong.
You are incorrect. That happened on Sunday. This was previous to that. Matthew?
Strokes.
The Strokes. Absolutely. Well done.
Played guitar in that band.
What's that?
My friend Steve played guitar in that band for the show.
Oh, very cool.
Because Nick couldn't do it.
Oh, okay. Nice. It's good to be just hanging out with the Strokes. Like, hey, you want to play this weekend? Because Nick can't do the thing. And it's a pretty good situation.
Is amazing. Check them out.
Oh, there you go. All right, number 3. Their most successfully charting song, 1989's power ballad "When I See You Smile," was recorded by which hard rock outfit? Johnny Dice.
Bad English.
Bad English is correct, sir. 100 points. Spreading them around. I like it. Here's number 4. What alt rock band had a music video that actually helped reunite runaway children with their families? Ari.
Soul Asylum.
Soul Asylum. Absolutely. It's crazy to look at the linear progression of that band from the first few records, and then Grave Dancers Union, that's what it's called, right?
I think so.
It's incredible, and most of it's like really rocking. But then you've got this ballad, and they did like all these other bands, like, we can write a ballad and people will put us on the radio and give us lots of money. Cool. And then every record after that's like, we're just going to play the same song backwards, Anyway, yes, well done. 100 points to you. Here's number 5. An on-screen a cappella version of it was sung by the lead characters of Anchorman, but who originally had a 1976 radio hit with Afternoon Delight, to which Taylor would like to add something if she's not on a weird time loop. Oh, it's Mr. Tance. Okay. Anyway, anybody know the answer to that question? Afternoon Delight, the original recording artist of that song.
Yeah, I could sing it, but I don't know who did it.
All right, Dave, hit him with that first ding dong. The Starland Vocal Band. Starland Vocal Band.
I didn't bring it. I was gonna say it the opposite way, because I knew but I didn't know which way, so I'm glad I didn't.
You thought it was like the vocal band Starland?
Vocal Star, yeah. I thought vocal was the first, but I'm like, is it? So I'm glad I kept my thing down.
If you were that close, we might have given it to you. That was a tricky one. All right, here we go. Number 6, released in 1901, the Victor Company Red Seal line became the standard for vinyl records for nearly 50 years. At what speed would you play these 10-inch records? Matthew.
78.
78 RPMs is correct, sir. Well done. 100 points. Number 7, formed in 1999 in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This emo pop punk band is best known for their singles Dirty Little Secret and Swing Swing. Ari.
All American Rejects.
Absolutely correct. 100 points. Well done. Let me see.
I'm embarrassed. I know that. I don't know.
No.
That song.
We saw them multiple times on that first album tour at emos, like small emos in Austin. It was fantastic. No shame in that game.
Good to know.
And I need to look up. They came out with a single maybe 4 years ago, and that's like the album never came out, but they had an amazing single, and the singer was dressed in drag. Tyson was, and my buddy Matt was like, well, hey, at least they got a hot girl to be on the cover. I was like,
he was very pretty. I do remember that.
Yeah, he's a beautiful, beautiful man. It's okay. All right. Number 8, name the first country music album ever to be certified platinum. Bonus, 100 points per each of the 4 contributing artists that you can name. This is a tricky one. No one got this exactly right in the old run through. Thinking about it. The first country music album ever to be certified platinum. Well, 3, 2, 1. Hit him with that ding dong, Dave. The album was entitled Wanted, The Outlaws. It's not exactly what you think, but it's close. Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, but Jesse Coulter and Tomball Glazer. There you go. Yep. Oh, wow. So those guys. All right, no points handed out there. 2 more questions in this round. Mentored by my wife's favorite, Karen O. These punk youngsters just scored a deal with punk label Epitaph after a live. Ari?
The Lindas.
The Lindas is correct. You seemed like maybe, I don't know.
I didn't actually know that about Karen O, but then I knew those girls signed to Epitaph, so I was like,
yeah. And I didn't know this, but the old wife was watching the Amy Poehler movie Moxie on Netflix the other day.
Are they in it?
They're in it multiple times. They like play the Moxie party.
All right, I have to watch it now. Now I feel like I have a reason to watch it.
And it's mind-boggling. Like they're not playing anything that's technically, shocking. They're not Rush, but just the fervor and energy and just rawness that they have is it's very impressive. Well done. 100 points to you. Last question in this round. What rock band just announced their side project, the DGs? Matthew.
In Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. Apparently Dave Grohl does a real great Barry Gibbs. So that'll be dropping on rec.
Do I get any points for saying the Foo Fighters at the wrong time?
You do.
So, just so I can get
you're
back closer to 0.
You're lucky, Matthew. I can't find my. Here you go.
Yep. Beep.
This is always just a step away, my friend. It's always a step away. I've got wallet sizes I carry with me. But it's fine, each to their own. Look, it's pretty sexy game here. We've got Ari on top with 400, Matthew just behind with 300, Johnny with 100. Reid, there's plenty of game left, my man. Don't you sweat. Yeah, and here comes our first in-chat trivia question. First person to answer in under 10 seconds gets points added to their total to be a player on the show. You get 10 points and you're in. So WJ, hit them with a good one. And while they're doing that, Johnny, do you have any interesting tidbits of trivia for us this evening?
I do. I came across this one. Now, these are 4 rock icons: Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, and most recently, Amy Winehouse. Now, they all died during their prime and tragically, but they also have one other macabre thing in common.
I'm into it.
I don't know what it was.
27 club, right?
They were all 27 years old when they passed away. I just found that out today, so I wanted to share that. But
I'm so far removed from 27 at this point. I don't remember if there were like extra feelings at that time that you just can't. I don't know. It's an interesting thing, for sure.
But it makes me happy that I'm in my 40s.
Right, you made it. The only thing it makes me sad about, not that I wish I was dead, but if I would have achieved something at that level, right, by then or even by now. I mean, I guess 44 episodes of this show. That's nothing to.
That is
nothing to spit at. Yeah, we'll take that. And we will get to round 2. Round 2 this week is entitled "Bringing the Heat." Yesterday was the first day of summer, and boy, did we feel it here in Texas. And you're already slowly melting into a puddle of sweat, not unlike us. Here's 10 questions all about that heat. 200 for every right answer. and 100 subtracted for every incorrect answer. Here is question number 1, all about the heat related. Okay. Number 1, released in July 1997. This is the debut single from San Jose band Smash Mouth. Johnny.
Walking on the Sun.
Walking on the Sun. The first time we didn't use some, it was like a prompt to get people going. Somebody? No? Nobody? Okay. Number 2, taken from a real life situation in which Noel Redding's mother's dog was asked to make some room at a fireplace for Jimi Hendrix. This was one of his most popular songs. Jimi Hendrix is not Noel Redding's. Is heat related, guys. Come on. Let's go. Signs up. Really? This is a non-starter.
I just mentioned him in the trivia.
Yeah, I didn't get the full title, so I'm not putting my sign up.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Ding dong, Dave. What were we gonna say, Reid?
let me stand next to your fire. Is that him? No.
It's part of the song, but you gotta put your sign up there, bud.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought it was over. I thought people were just throwing things out now.
Well, yeah. Oh, fair enough. The song is entitled Fire.
Oh,
And the song specifically referencing that moment was "Move Over, Rover, Let Jimmy Take Over," was referring to the dog Rover getting out of the way so he could sit down. All right. Number 3, released in the summer of 2019. This became Megan Thee Stallion's first #1 Billboard single. To which the bigger question is, why does Megan Thee Stallion have a #1 single? Ari.
Is it like Hot Girl Summer?
Yes, you got it. That's it. Well done. 204 points. Well played. Well played. All right, here's number 4. This LA band has had a revolving cast of guitarists through their career, including Hillel Slovak, John Frusciante, Reid.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, also including Dave Navarro and Jack Klinghoffer. You got to have a weird last name apparently to play guitar in Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, well done, sir. 200 points to you. Let's see, pulling you out of that negative. All good.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Number 5. This 1981 song was in one of the earliest rotations on MTV and became a #1 track for the band Blue Oyster Cult. Matthew.
Like Burning for You?
Burning for You. I just realized, is that your driver's license copied to your sign?
No, it is my expired driver's license.
You are a true artist, sir. Well done.
I was doing my arts and crafts project, so.
Yeah. Do you have just like a whole lot of random expired materials around you and
documents around? Sure. My car or like, stuff.
Some old license plates and passports. All right, here we go. Number 6. One of the best-selling singles of all time with more than 30 million sold. This 1970 debut single from British group Mungo Jerry sold better than the Matthew.
In the Summertime?
In the Summertime. Sold better than Shaggy's version. Crazy, right? Crazy.
We played a gig where he played, actually.
Shaggy or Mungo Jerry?
Mungo Jerry.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Meltasia a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Okay. How was that?
It was all right.
It's fine. It's good.
I mean, he had a couple of other okay songs, but there's maybe a reason we didn't have any more hits.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to be bigger than In the Summertime. I mean, it's a great jam. I love it. Moving on. Number 7, featuring Pharrell Williams on the first verse and as a producer, this 2004 Snoop Dogg song is about a common dance move shown throughout its music video. Really? Nobody? No takers. I bet if I went, but I can't guess. Hit it with that ding dong, Dave. Drop it like it's hot. Man, I thought for sure it'd be like an all play. You guys awake over there? Hello? Everybody? Yeah. All right, 3 more in this round. The heat starting to fire back at you guys. Here's number 8. This song's backbeat is from Billy Squier's The Big Beat and is a 5-time platinum song for Miss Alicia Keys' 5th album. Johnny.
Girl on Fire.
This girl is on fire. Absolutely correct, sir. Alicia's amazing, by the way. I kind of just never dug in until she started hosting the Grammys and kind of going back. She's just crazy talented. All right, here we go. Number 9. This Canadian dance rock band was formed in 1999 by Dustin Hawthorne and are known for their tracks Bandages and Talk to Me, Dance with Me. Used to drum to those first couple records all the time. Good stuff. Nobody? Canadian dance rock bands? This isn't just like on the forefront of your brains, huh? Hit it with that ding dong, Dave. You guys remember Hot Hot Heat?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of.
They're Canadian, yeah. I think it was like there was like a self-titled EP that had Bandages, and then Elevator, I think, was the full length after that. It's good stuff. You should go back and listen to it. Holds up pretty well. All right, last question in this round. This song's title was inspired by its band members hearing an audience chant before Parliament took the stage. David Byrne loved the idea and wrote lyrics from it. Reid.
Burning down the house. Yeah, burning down the house.
Yes. You seemed disappointed with yourself before it even came out.
The Foo Fighters answer really got me rattled, man. I got to be honest. I'm still thinking about that.
Gotta shake it off, man. You know, hey, who's the cat?
Oh,
Right? Can I help? No. You're not.
The cat's gonna play for you now. We've got a sub. It's like wrestling tag team. Well done, Reid. 200 points to you, sir. And let's see. We've got Matthew on top, 700. Ari right behind him, 600. Johnny, 500, and Reid, 350. Guys, this is pretty close. This next round, the points go up even more. Anything can happen, folks. Well done. Well done. Before we move on, Reid, do you have any interesting tidbits of trivia to share with us, my man?
Oh yeah. So I grew up here in Austin, and like in my 6th, 7th, 8th grade year, a movie called Empire Records came out, and it had a song on it by the Gin Blossoms called Till I Hear It From You.
Yeah.
Which like was one of my Gin Blossoms were one of my just all-time favorite bands in that era, that like, 12, 13-year-old era. And I just found out that Till I Hear It From You was written in Austin. It was written here in town while they were on tour, which I thought was very cool, because that song tells the whole story of my nostalgic sort of middle school haze. It's great.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It definitely encapsulates well the movie and the time as well.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, it puts me back there. And Allison Road is one of the most underrated songs ever, and also Gin Blossom's Jam. Like, I love that song so much. Every time it comes on, it just puts me that bridge just double times. It's so good. So I'm being told, Reid, that you were on The Voice.
Yeah. Yes,
What?
I was. Yeah,
What?
I was,
How did that
and it was cool. And Alicia Keys was on there the season that I was there, so I got to meet her, which was like a highlight for sure.
Nice. What was your involvement? Were you like one of the thousands that auditioned and they took a couple? Did you make it onto the actual show? Like how far did you get?
I got to the top 24. So I got through all those initial rounds where, like the chair round, and then the other round, and then the next round, and then the next round was where in my family, we call it excused. I got excused at the top 24.
That's a nice way to put it. That's amazing though. That's a huge accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, mostly just, it was just like, I think that kind of experience is something that you really can only have if you're doing that particular thing. Like the only people that really can say that they experienced exactly that kind of situation, or the people that were on the show. So it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot about myself. I met some cool people. So it was like 99.99 a really, really positive experience.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I mean, that's nothing to snuff at all.
Thanks,
I haven't
man.
known The Voice, so
Yeah.
well done.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing the Gem Blossoms tidbit. Hit that subscribe button, whether you like it or not, and let's get into round 3. All right, here we go, folks. Remember those pieces of paper that we asked you to get before the show started? It's time to bust those out. So you need 4 pieces of paper and a marker. So scraps of paper and a marker. I'm going to have you write down a year, 1 year per piece of paper, or per quadrant, if you will, if you haven't torn your paper yet. So put these down: 1990, 1995, 2000, and 2035. No, I'm just kidding. 2005. 90, 95, 2000, and 2005. While you're doing that, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to describe an event, a happening in music, and you will hold up the year that you think that it happened, or you know that it happened. You only have 3 seconds, so think fast. It's an all play, so everybody gets to answer, or you don't have to. If you don't know, you can sit it out. So you've got the options here. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to read the prompt. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and everybody holds it up that's going to play at the same time. If you don't want to play, you don't have to hold it up. All right? Solid? Good? Everybody's got it written down? Okay. 300 points for every correct answer, 150 points subtracted for every incorrect answer. Here's your first event, as we'll call it. Santana wins 8 Grammys in one night, tying a record. 3, 2, 1. Pop them up all together. It's an all play. 2000 is correct. Well done. So everybody just got 300 points, just like that. Yay. We could just do this the whole game and then everybody be super positive and happy. All right, here we go. Number 2, Blink 182, and wait for me to count 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do it all together. Blink 182 unexpectedly announces an unofficial hiatus. 1, 2, 3. Pop them up if you got them. All play 2005, and everyone is correct again. Well done. Well done. I now know how old all of you are. Number 3. Number 3. Radiohead pulls away from the Britpop pack with the release of the album The Bends. 3, 2, 1. Pop them up if you got them. 95, 95, 95. There we go. Everybody again. Well done. Well done. Apparently these are too easy, guys. Apparently. In the ether. All right, here you go. Number 4. The British band Squeeze plays the first episode of MTV Unplugged. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. 90, 90, 90, 90. Now, Johnny, that was a little like, what's everybody else doing? Okay, I'm gonna put it in my. It's got to be quick, man. It's got to.
The hand was up. It was a rotation. The hand was up.
That's fair. You had a cramp. Next time, I'm not going to give it to you. It should be a 3, 2, 1. Boom. Pop it up. All right. Everybody got points again. Number 5. Mariah Carey releases the best-selling album of the year entitled The Emancipation of Mimi. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay. All right. Ari and Johnny are correct. Reid, 150 points subtracted. Matthew, nothing lost there. If you're not sure, you don't have to, right? Yeah. All right. Here's number 6. Eminem files for divorce from Kim Mathers. 3, 2, 1. Pop them up. 2000. Absolutely. Everybody got it. I made the joke, Kim Mathers, or otherwise known as Brittany Snow, and nobody thought that was funny because it's 8 Mile. It was okay. It's still not funny. All right, number 7. Elton John marries longtime partner David Furnish. 3, 2, 1. Pop them if you got them. Okay, Johnny, yes. Matthew, no. 2005, a whole decade later. He waited. Man. All right. Separating out here a little bit. Number 8. Johnny got that one right. Matthew got that one wrong on that one. Yeah. Okay. Not rubbing it in, just clarifying. Number 8. The film Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Causes a mini revival of interest in folk music. 3, 2, 1. Reid and Ari correct. Matthew, another swing and a miss, my man. But hey, it's fun to play the game. 2000 was the year that happened. And let's see, Matthew, yeah, in third place. We got all kinds of points flying around here. Okay, 2 more.
So that's decade. So things are kind of strange.
That's fair. Number 9, Sheryl Crow's All I Want to Do wins Record of the Year at the 37th Grammys. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Oh, everybody got it right. Well done. 1995 was the year. Absolutely. All right, last one. Beat your chest, folks. Celine Dion makes her English language debut in the United States. 3, 2, 1. Bam. And everybody got points. Well done. 1990. Been terrorizing my eardrums ever since. Okay. Well done, everybody. Looking at these points here, we got Johnny and Ari on top. Johnny right behind, and Reid and Matthew fighting it out. Man, it's tight. I love it. It's tight. Before we get to your bit of trivia, Matthew, here comes our next in-chat trivia question. First person to get it right in under 10 seconds gets a point. Their point adds up to 10. You get to be on the show. You know the thing at this point. WJ, hit him with a really, really hard one, just like a really tricky one. And while they do that, Matthew, do you have any interesting tidbits of trivia to share with us this evening?
Well, I've kind of been on a bit of a weird Brian Eno dive, which I go on every once in a while. Just sort of struggling through this record earlier. But I found out that Brian Eno is a massive pornography enthusiast and apparently has a very large collection of quite extreme pornography. Somewhat based around a mid-70s interview with Chrissie Hynde. I forget which magazine for, but Eno, the cerebral sort of egghead boffin, also has some fairly niche tastes in some esoteric self-amusement moments, Well, maybe not self-amusement. I mean, you can share those things, but
it's whatever you like. Yeah. Josh, I don't know, was that Bosch? Was that the album you're holding up?
It's Eagle and Kale from John Cale and Brian Eno from Wrong Way Up from 1990.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Part of a bigger.
Yeah. How, may I ask, how far are you into this deep dive? Are you going more current backwards, or did you decide to start at a certain period?
I'm like a dolphin. I've been kind of in and out for years, and so I have all the major ones, but then you start exploring some of the more esoteric niche, sort of off to the side ones. So there's the Bill Laswell's sort of records and some other things. So I have deviated from the sort of mainstream Brian Eno catalog, but his more recent stuff, he did a record with Carl Hyde from Underworld, or 2 records with Carl Hyde from Underworld fairly recently, that Ship record. The stuff that he's done on Warp in the last few years has been great, and yeah, don't know, but yeah, the sort of pornography side thing, I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
But that Chrissie Hynde interview where she gets sent to interview him, it's an interesting read. I mean, maybe viewed through today's more sensitive lens, there might be some slightly problematic turns of phrase within it, but as overall, it's it's kind of an interesting insight into him, who I think is a fucking genius, and
yeah, for sure.
I remain a huge obsessive fan of.
Taylor, do you have something to share about Brian Eno or pornography?
Well, not specifically about Brian Eno, but Matthew talking about eggheads and esoteric people. I was actually curious about your feelings and your thoughts on David Mitchell, who is one of my favorite people in the entire world.
David Mitchell?
Yeah, like the comedian and film actor.
I mean, David Mitchell, I don't know if, like, off the top of my head, I'm not David Mitchell. I'm not sure who that is, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then my question is no. I like Peep Show and Mitchell and Webb.
Fuck. Funny story. My dad is friends with his dad, and we
shut up.
And we had, they both worked in hotels when we were kids, and he writes the column for the Guardian and the Observer. Yeah, I don't remember it, but when we were like little kids, I have some pictures somewhere of us together. He's like maybe a year older than I am, but
sure.
Yeah, but my dad and his dad are still friends to this day.
That's wild. Okay.
He's very funny. With Webb, like their whole thing is like great. Like
I tend to.
Episode 1, series 4. Wow.
I'm all there with you. Thank you. That's all I had.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Matthew. If you're a huge fan of Brian Eno, Ben Mitchell, or pornography, hit subscribe and let's get into round 4. Round 4, oddly enough, is entitled Rough Riders, which take that as you will. Some of the weirdest things ever requested by artists on their tour writers. I'm sorry. All right, coming back in. Some of the weirdest things ever requested by artists on their tour writers is what we shall be quizzing you about. 400 points for every right answer, 200 subtracted for every incorrect answer. Here's number 1. Back on track. What hard rock musician and Oscar-winning producer requested 2 boxes of cornstarch? Reid.
Trent Reznor.
Yes, absolutely correct. He requested 2 boxes of cornstarch, I guess 1 for each leg, to get his leather pants on for 9 Inch Nails.
I didn't know that.
Then how did you know the answer to the question?
Oscar winner and hard rock. Okay.
Yeah.
Not too many people that cross both those lines.
You're listening. I like that. All right. Well done, sir. 400 points. Here is number 2. In recent tours, this heavy metal icons tour writer requests have included oxygen tanks and a doctor to administer a B12 shot, as opposed to one for, let's say, rabies. Read again.
Ozzy Osbourne?
Ozzy Osbourne. It's a bat joke, guys. Rabies. Reid, 0 to hero, my man. You are in the lead.
All right.
I love it. Anything can happen. I say it all the time. It's a true thing. Here we go. Number 3. Possibly the most famous tour writer request of all time. Van Halen tested the venues. Matthew.
Oh, like brown M&Ms?
Brown. Yes. We were specifically asking about the color. Lucky for you. That's where we were going. Well done, sir. Well done. Number 4. This EDM superstar asked for 2 cakes reading the name of his label, Dim Mak. Matthew.
Steve Aoki.
Steve Aoki is correct.
Wow.
On a string here.
Throws them out into the audience.
200 points between first and last. This is tight. I mean, last week was the tightest ever. This may be the tightest ever. We'll see. Here's number 6. Number 5. 2 contrasting requests for this hair metal band include, on one hand, you have a 12-foot long boa constrictor and locations to AA meetings where they, when they're away from their home sweet home. Matthew.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue is correct. Do you just like you just want the boa constrictor to be around, and then they're taken back, and it's like a Hollywood snakes, or they literally like
pictures. Like, okay, take it away now.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. And then I gotta run to AA real quick.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right, here's number 6. This pop diva once transported her own furniture to mimic her home in the dressing room while on tour. A high maintenance way to get into the groove. Ooh, Ari by just a fraction of a hair.
Madonna.
Donna, absolutely correct. Well done. Oh, yes, Matthew.
I will say I did 2 records with Tim McGraw, and he did the same thing. But okay.
Really? In the studio? Yep. He made the live room his living room?
He brought his own bed for his room.
Wow.
He travels with his own bed and stuff.
Now, honestly, most nights at a hotel, regardless of how nice it is a crappy sleep because it's not your bed. So if you've got the money to just throw the bed in the back of the bus, like, why not, right?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Not that unusual in the pantheon of, big.
True. And I need my paintings and my dresser and my nightlight and my, yeah. All right. Number 7. This writer humorously calls for 1 kitten, 1 Beatles reunion, and a sweater made of human hair, on brand with the group known for proclaiming that Stacy's mom has got it going on. Reid.
Fountains of Wayne.
Fountains of Wayne. R.I.P. Adam. That was really depressing. Reid, back in the lead, man. Well done. Well done. Number 8. This legendary vocalist writer stated that 20 white kittens and 100 white doves were all she wanted for a 2009 Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Johnny.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Absolutely. So close. So close. You can cut it with a knife. It's a barn burner, as they say. Number 9, because of a contractual obligation, this pop superstar can only have Pepsi products in her dressing room. No word, though, on their policy for lemonade. Reid.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Absolutely correct. Yeah. I'm a Coke person, so that would be a little frustrating.
Yeah.
The soda. Number 10, quirky luxury items such as a barber's chair can be found on this rapper's tour writer, as well as an alcoholic slushy machine that he took on his St. Pablo tour. Ari.
Kanye, seriously? That's so weird.
Kanye, seriously. Absolutely.
A slushy machine? Really? That's so off-brand for him.
$2,000 sneakers and a slushy machine. That's where we're at.
Sure.
Both ends of the spectrum. All right. Well, let's see. Ari. No, Reid still on top by 100 points. All comes down to this, folks. Hit that subscribe button. And Ari. Madam.
Hello. Are you ready for my trivia? Is that
trivia? Let's get it.
So I was looking up some trivia stuff today, and I came across this one tidbit because this is really weird, but I love that Kiss album Dynasty. It's just such a stupid, fun album for the summer. They keep playing that Ace Frehley Back in the New York Groove on TV because I live in New York, and New York's we're coming back. So I started listening to it again, and I found out Gene Simmons was a 6th grade teacher before he was in Kiss on the Upper West Side, which is so bizarre to me because he just seems so much larger than life and weird and gross. So
he was probably much like that as a teacher, right? And trying to, can you imagine his desk was a coffin? I don't want apples. I want dead babies on my desk.
Yeah, it was weird. And then I also found out he was a personal assistant to whoever the editor-in-chief of Vogue was at the time. Not Anna Wintour. It was in the 70s, or late 60s. But so bizarre,
Interesting. Hey, we all got to start somewhere.
It's true. I mean, look at him now.
Yeah, still going. I saw a really interesting picture the other day of Gene Simmons very current because he had lots of wrinkles. But it was like
You didn't look like this?
No, but it was like partial makeup, kind of like a superhero after a battle. So it was like part kiss makeup, but then lots of like they accented the eye wrinkles and stuff. But it was super iconic. Like it just felt like this guy's been through 4 decades now 5 decades of just crushing it, success.
They're so crazy but fun. Like that album Dynasty is like their disco album, and it's like really fun and stupid. It's so stupid.
I don't know. I'd like to say that I'm going to check it out, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like I'm not encouraging anybody to. It's something that I was listening to.
It's so funny. I've heard so many people for the longest time say that, like everything comes back around again, fashion wise and especially musically, styles, sonically. But people always joke that like disco is dead. Like nothing out of disco will ever come back. But that is not true.
Not true at all.
Not true.
Nope.
I play disco records all the time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah. We have a roller rink that just opened up at Brooklyn Bridge Park too. So
of course you do.
The whole 70s vibe is, just back and alive in New York. And it's really violent outside, so it's really back.
It's like real, the porn theaters. And Ryan Eno's going to be down the street.
I'm sure it's probably easy to get drugs like right outside my house. Like, so,
like I pay $5,000 a month and there's a crackhead outside. It's fine. It's fine.
We had the other night, like we live in like, it's like a very nice building, but it was like 2:00 in the morning and somebody was shooting fireworks off. And when you have like a baby, like it's different when you're like, oh, I'm trying to sleep. But when you have a baby, like you want to go outside and like, you want to like hurt somebody because you're like, that baby is sleeping. Like,
that's why the violence happens.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. Long live disco, I guess. Hit that subscribe button and let's get into round 5. There's a lot of water drinking, I feel. Like you guys are being very responsible.
It's Monday.
Straight vodka.
What was that? Is that Taylor again? She back? Just coming in from the sky. All right, look, this is our last round altogether, folks. Round 5, entitled The Space Race. We're taking this round to space. Every clue or answer in this round mentions a heavenly body, something found in outer space. 500 points for every right answer, 250 subtracted for every incorrect answer, 5,000 points in this round for every answer. When we're talking about heavenly bodies, the answer to every question could also just be me, and I'll give you points. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Number 1, and just as a reminder, only our top 2 contestants, which, I mean, it is damn close right now. Only our top 2 will move on. Oh, actually, I forgot. We've got a little surprise. So maybe more than 2. We'll see. Here we go. Number 1, Elton John's 1974 single featuring backup. What you?
Rocket Man.
Incorrect, sir. Reid, you had your sign up.
You're gonna say featuring background vocals by somebody.
Did you hear the storm here?
Yeah. I thought that. Yeah, sounds crazy.
Yeah,
I thought your cat just had a piece of 10 and was like shaking it on the side.
No, it's like a lot of flashing and bang outside.
All right, Reid, 3, 2, 1.
Daniel.
Not Daniel. I'm gonna read the whole question. Yes, that was an answer here. So Elton John's 1974 single featuring backup vocals by Carl Wilson and Tony Tennille, repopularized by a 1991 duet with Elton and George Michael. So Johnny and Ari.
Don't Let the Sun Go Down.
That's it.
Yes.
On me.
On me.
Yes, absolutely. Well done. 500 points.
I do that. I don't like Elton John like at all.
Okay, but you love the Kiss disco record?
Yes. Exactly.
It's an interesting world. Hey, you know what? You stick to what you like, and I appreciate that and respect that. All right, number 2. Written in parts about their first singer's struggles with mental health. What? God, I'm sorry. I'm just going to start that one over. Written in parts about their first singer's struggle with mental health. What album was Pink Floyd? Reid.
Oh God, I did it again. Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, you got it. I was gonna say you're Britney Spearsing all over this place, but you did it. Good job. 500 points. Dark Side of the Moon, and you're now in the lead, sir. So here's number 3. Born and raised in Honolulu, this 35-year-old multi-talented Grammy-winning singer first found success. Reid.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. That's the one. I first found success in high school as a Michael Jackson impersonator. Josh argued that he's still a Michael Jackson impersonator, but that's neither here nor there. Number 4, name this 90s hip hop trio who won the 1994 Grammy for Best Rap Performance with their debut single, Rebirth of Slick. Cool like that. Ari.
Digable Planets.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that song.
So good. So good. Is that considered really, is that acid jazz? Does it kind of get into that a little bit? A little bit just like jazzy, hip hoppy, funky? I don't know.
I thought that song was so cool.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. 500 points to you. Here's number 5. This 1971 David Bowie track found a new audience when appearing in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Johnny Dice.
Space Oddity.
Incorrect, sir. Not on the soundtrack. Anybody else? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Matthew.
Starman.
Also incorrect. So many space options with David Bowie. Both very good guesses. Anybody else? Three, two, one. You know, it's been a while. Let's get a little ding dong going. Moon Age Daydream.
Ooh.
Moon Age Daydream. Another space one would have been Life on Mars, but also incorrect. But one of my favorite songs of all time. All right, number 6. The soundtrack to this 1996 animated film includes Seal, Johnny.
Space Jam.
Woo! Pulling no punches. It's like, I'm winning this thing, damn it. Well done, sir. Space Jam. I'm real curious how they're going to treat the sequel soundtrack.
Well, R. Kelly won't be invited, I'll tell you that.
That was my first thought. Do they just yeah, thank you for saying that. All right, here we go. Number 7, 4 more left in this round altogether. This Illinois alt rock band's first single, Stars, was on their debut album, You'd Prefer an Astronaut. Ari.
Hum.
Good old Hum. Absolutely.
I love that album. It's such a good album.
Oh, that song alone, just it always gets.
Yeah.
Number 8, the Voyager Gold record, launched into space in 1977, chose this 1958 Chuck Berry classic as its only rock and roll entry. Throw a Chuck Berry song out there. Reid.
Roll Over Beethoven.
Throw a different Chuck Berry song out there. Good guess, though. Good guess. Anybody else? For the gold. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Maybe it would have helped. I said, really, it's not a Chuck Berry song. It's a Marty McFly song that Marvin then shared with Chuck. The kids weren't into it, but really nothing. You guys aren't Back to the Future fans at all. It just like, I feel like it went collectively over everyone's heads. Wow. Okay. I'm gone. I'm out of here. All right. You're deep in thought. It's fine. It's fine. Johnny Be Good was the song. Johnny Be Good. Not familiar with that one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2 more. 2 prominent covers of this Henry Mancini tune were done by 2 Franks, Sinatra and Ocean, though it was originally performed by Audrey Hepburn. Ari.
It's Moon River.
Yeah, I love how you had like a little flip there.
Well, okay, so that was a song I walked down the aisle to, and coincidentally, I put my name on we have like extra invites from our wedding 2 years ago. So this is like good card stock. So yeah.
It's in breakfast at Tiffany's,
Yeah.
right? As well.
Yeah.
Full circle there. I like that. Okay. Last question. 500 points on the board here. Released in 1991, Neon Moon became the third consecutive #1 hit. Reid.
Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn is correct. Well done, sir. Well done. We have a game here, and I'm struggling to see all these points here. So we have Ari on top, Reid in second place, Johnny, and then Matthew. So are we, gentlemen on my ear, or are we not doing the... Okay. All right. So first and foremost, we're going to throw in our last in-chat trivia question. Be the first person in the chat to get the correct answer to the question in under 10 seconds, and you get a point. Those points add up to 10. You get to join. John Burke, I don't know how you're doing, but if this is your third, good luck, sir. And we'll see you next week, maybe, or sometime soon. Guess what? Everyone stick around, and let's get into the final round. Changing it up, 44 episodes in, and we're still innovating. Okay, so it's probably going to take a little bit for me to get all this out and explain it properly. But our final round, for the first time ever, is entitled Wage Against the Machine. Get it? Wage Against the Machine. So here we go. Here's something new. Taking a lead from a long-running TV game show that we won't mention, we're going to introduce some points wagering. All right. Fourth place, who is Matthew, we're going to give you 2 options for our top 3 players to answer from, and you get to help choose their fates. All right. So, Matthew, time to choose. Will our top 3 contestants be answering a question about 90s rock or 90s R&B?
90s rock.
90s rock. All right. So now our top 3 need to wager as many points as they would like. You got to write it down on the bottom of the piece of paper. Don't show us how much you're going to wager. So piece of paper, write down how many points, and then we're going to give you your question. So wait, think about it. Look at those points on the board here. Johnny, you got a little comeuppance. Ari, you can't play it too safe because Reid's pretty close. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do? Shout out to Eric, Celine, John, Carrie Ann, all the people in the chat here. Daniel, my brother. All right, everybody got their points written down.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Reid, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's your questions. Your question, singular. You have 30 seconds to think about it and write it down. It can't be in your head at the end. It has to be written down above your points here. So here we go.
Oh, okay. Let me make some more room for that.
Same piece of paper. How big did you write your points?
Very big. Okay.
That's the beauty of the lo-fi-ness here. All right. Matthew has selected your fate. Here is your 90s rock question. What music festival was originally conceived to be the farewell tour for Perry Farrell's band Jane's Addiction? 30 seconds. Let's see. Everybody done? Are you still writing? You good? Okay. Calling it. Third place first. Johnny Dice. Don't show us your points yet. Just your answer.
Oh, okay.
If it's possible.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. Lollapalooza is the correct answer. Don't show us your points yet. Okay, you can show us your points now. Sorry.
I'm going to do it dramatically.
Do it, please. Da-na-na-na-na. Dun, 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 dun. 3,000 points. So you're correct. So that takes you to 6,850 if my eyes are not deceiving me. Well done, sir. Okay. So if everyone else falters at this point, Johnny wins. Reid, what was your answer? And then show us your points. Lollapalooza spelling, yes, you got it right in spelling and in and in the answer to the question. How many points did you wager? Oh, all of it, all in. I don't want to play you in any sort of gambling scenario, sir. Well done. That leaves you, Ari. You're in control of your own fate here. How did we turn out? Were you shaking your head already?
No, I mean, I got it. It looks terrible. My handwriting is so bad. But
4,000. What happened here?
I don't know.
Yeah, the math is.
Reid wins by 300 points. Wow. See, I love this. At the very end, coming down to the wire. Ari, well done. Well done. But Reid takes the cake. So, literally, everybody did an amazing job. Thank you guys. That was super fun. And
thanks you.
Across the board. Did you know the answer there, Matthew? How many points would you have put on that? Did that say Lollapalooza?
No, it's like.
Oh, I got you. I would
have put everything on it.
You would have put it all in?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. It would have been a valiant effort at the very least. Well, thank you guys all so much. Hope you had a blast. Reid, you're our new champion, sir. Hopefully you can come back next Monday, watch the throne, defend the crown, all those things. Check your schedule. Let us know.
All right. I'll be here if I can. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you so much for watching at home. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next week at 8 o'clock. Good to see you guys, everybody. Take care. Bye.